Okay, block party month 11. I'm going to show you how to do today's block, and I'll have it spread out for you so you can see it in just a minute. Okay, just a reminder, when you get your kit each month and you take out the pattern, that the fabrics are all laid in here according to the way they are listed on the pattern. So the background fabric is listed first, that's the one in the back. Then the medium is next, dark next, and accent next. So every month they should be laid out that way. So if you ever wonder which color goes for which part of the block, just note that, maybe even before you take them out or separate them, you can write on your pattern which color goes for each one on here. Okay, then now onto our pattern instructions. We're going to make half square triangles this month, and the thing that's a little unusual about that is that we have 3 different half square triangles. Okay, so when you start putting these together, don't just start putting a print square to a white square and not really looking at what you're doing. Follow the directions carefully. So you're going to start out with the looks like the accent one is first, so that would be this one here. So you're going to make an accent in a white, make 4 of them. The other color, what is this? Probably the medium and the white. Let's see, medium and the background. 4 of them, and then you're going to make 4 of them with the accent and the medium. If you have the Tucker trimmer or the block lock ruler, you probably already know how to use that and have been using it all along. But I'm going to trim these up using the Creative Grids regular ruler. This happens to be a 5.5 inch one, and you can use it, use any size, but the smaller it is, the easier it is, because you're just doing up a little small block here. So this is going to be trimmed up to 3 inches. So instead of using the 1/2 inch addition on this ruler, I'm just going to turn this over to the whole inches and lay that on there, and I'm going to square this up to 3 inches. And there's not much to trim off on there. It helps when you have a sharp blade, so you might want to think about if you need a blade when you come in to get your block. We have extra blades. Trim that up just like that. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more. Again, I'm going to put this on here with that diagonal line right on the seam line. I want to make sure that my 3 inch line on the ruler is inside my little half square triangle unit. Okay, I'm going to turn this around again since that's already squared up nice and neat now. I'll place that on these 2 lines here. And I have my diagonal line right there on the seam line. And that helps the corners come out right at the seam, right there. And that's exactly what you want. That's why we use this method of squaring them up after we make them, so that they do come out exactly straight. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Turn that over, and that one, there we go. Okay, so that's what's used to make 1 unit of a block. So I'm going to put these together like this. Nope, we'll go like that. I'm going to put that one there, this one here, and my background, can't even tell the difference, right there. Okay, so that's what you use to make 1 section of the block, which will look like this. And you make 4 of those. When you get those sewed together, follow the directions in the order in which you sew them. After you sew them, you'll press your seam. You can press it all up if you want to, or if you like to reduce the bulk in the very center there, take your 2 seams here and just kind of twist them a little bit like that, and it pops out the stitches in there, and then that allows you to press this seam this way and this one this way, making it a little less bulky at the corner right there of your block. Okay, and then press it that way. Looks like a little miniature 4-patch in there. And press all these nicely, and then I'm going to put this here. I'm going to lay this one here, here, and like that. Then you're going to make these easy little strips to go between the block. So you will sew these first onto here, and this will go right here, and there's your block. Now, when you're making this, if you start out making one and you have them backwards like this, okay, you made it the other way, don't rip it out, just leave it. But you do have to have all 4 of them the same. If go in the opposite direction from what it says to, like I said, that's okay, but if you do one that way, you have to do all 4 of them that way. You wouldn't want to have 1 or 2 of them going the wrong way. As you can see, looking at it, it probably isn't looking very symmetrical that way. So just make sure they're all going the same way. And this month you can sign up for the finishing kits if you haven't done that already, and we might even have some of them available.